What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warden, Dimitri Strine, and today I want to talk about the word around the Dragon Ball Legends community. Everyone is expecting the next LF unit that we should be getting either this week or next week or the week after to be this an LF version of this what we used to call Fist Coup, this first Broly movie Goku, where he punches the shit out of Broly for no reason because of the power and friendship and plot armor. So honestly, I'm just gonna throw my 2 cents in here. If Goten and Gohan hadn't just been Zenkai'd, I might actually be pretty hyped to hear about a Goku like this getting an LF, because I've always liked this Goku super attack in the game. This is like maybe the one Super Saiyan unit that I would never have minded getting a Zenkai. I kind of like this Goku. I always have. All right, well, random cut. Everything failed. Just everything. My brain, my mouth, just everything failed. I've always liked this Goku, and I wouldn't mind an LF version of this Goku. Yeah, Super Saiyan, Sun Family, all that nonsense. But honestly, I would want them to build this Goku around sagas from the movies. And if they did that, yeah, you still got to deal with Zenkai Buff Revival Gohan, but the movies team is far easier to handle than Hybrids and Sun Family. And realistically, are you going to run this Goku? Like, if an LF Fist Coup comes out, are you really going to run him on Sun Family over your probably like 9+ star Goten? Really? Are you going to run this 2, 3, 4 star LF over 7, 8, 9, 10 star, 14 star Goten? If he's yellow, I forgot to mention that. I think he might be yellow. Sorry. My brain is all over the place. This is the second time I'm recording this video. My phone didn't want to save the first one, so sorry, my brain's all over the place. But yeah, I'm thinking he's gonna be yellow because it's the one color that isn't in like completely OP on any of those teams. Super Saiyans doesn't have a yellow unit at all. People just chuck LF Future Gohan there because he so happens to have the Super Saiyan tag, which is honestly the problem with Super Saiyans in general. I don't know what pisses me off more, the fact that Super Saiyans is as good as it is, or the fact that it's as good as it is with having zero synergy whatsoever. Like, Bardock is the only fucking unit on that team that actually buffs Super Saiyans. Everyone else is just buffing their damn selves, and yet the team is just a bunch of units that so happen to have the Super Saiyan tag getting buffed by Bardock. That's all the team is, yet it's still fucking broken. I mean, that's the power of crits, I guess. But yeah, like they could, if you want to make Super Saiyans a legitimate team, maybe you should actually give them actual Z abilities instead of just a bunch of units that possess the tag. And again, he could always buff movies. I feel like he could replace Gogeta Blue on movies because, let's be honest with ourselves here, God Key is like the only place where Gogeta Blue is at all decent. There's a reason why no one fucking runs fusions, and the few people who I do run into who use fusions haven't lost that team in months, almost a year, because fusions just ain't what it used to be. And honestly, movies can easily replace Gogeta. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to replace Gogeta Blue on movies. God Key is, again, the only team where Gogeta Blue really has a place, and that's only because of Vados. So, yeah, if he's yellow, he could very much fill a spot on movies. It's an LF replacing another LF, which I'm fine with. But, like, let's just go over the other colors and why I don't think he'll be any of those colors. He's not going to be purple because of Revival Gohan. If he's purple, no one's even going to summon for him. What the fuck's the point in doing that? Blue, this is weird to say, but he's not replacing Gokua. Never thought in a million years I'd say that an LF unit will not be able to replace an EX unit. But in today's meta, Goku's 60% damage inflicted against hybrids is way too valuable. And this Goku is not going to have a damage inflicted buff against Sun Family. Like, he is Sun Family. This Goku is not going to, want to kill other Gokus and Gohans. It's just not going to happen. So Goku is too valuable for him to take the blue slot. And even for people who don't have Goku, he's got to contend with LF Broly. And he could replace LF Broly. But if he's good enough to replace LF Broly, we have a problem. Like, people might actually use him on Sun Family. No, they won't. No, the fuck they won't. You got 2 Zenkais that are going to end up being better than him. No, the fuck they won't. They got 2 blue Zenkais. But I guess he can be as good as LF Broly if he wants. If he wants to be better than LF Broly, fucking go ahead. Honestly, fucking go ahead. You're never going to see this fucker on Sun Family. It's only ever going to be on movies. So, I guess. But again, he's not replacing Goku. Green... The thing that keeps me from believing he could be green is movies kind of need Zenkai LF, or not Zenkai LF Broly. There is no Zenkai LF Broly. Zenkai Green Broly, because he's the only reliable tank that the team has. Yeah, Bojack exists, but Bojack is whack as shit before he transforms. And the problem with Bojack being tanky as shit once he transforms is like 30% of the time you're not even going to be able to transform, and the other 70% he's already down to like half health by the time you fucking do that. Bojack can be really tanky, but I don't know. I don't fight Bojack enough to high-starred Bojacks enough to really see how tanky he is, but for the most part, the few high-starred Bojacks I have run into, they tend to go down fairly easily. I still think the Zenkai Green Broly is the best tank the team has, and they kind of need that, so if he's green, I don't think he's going to replace that Broly, and that Broly buffs double defense for the team, which is, again, very valuable. What else is there? I did purple, yellow, blue, green, red. Forgot red. He could be red. He does have a little bit of competition with the DBS Broly Frieza, who's still phenomenally good, and the Zenkai Fury Broly. He could replace them. He could replace Fury Broly easily. I don't think Fury Broly's all that great, but Frieza is very valuable. All the debuffs and the ability to drain the opponent's ki, get his own ki back, healing, all this nonsense. Frieza does a lot of bullshit, and it's going to take a lot to really replace him on the team. If he's very defensive, he could. And again, there's also the Bojack thing. If he's very defensive, he could end up replacing that red slot. Because if he's tankier than Bojack and has more utility than Frieza, then he very much could. But I don't foresee him taking the red slot from Frieza especially, and probably not even Bojack. So that really only leaves yellow, where your only true yellow option is Gogeta Blue. Like, we look through this tag, I mean, this Broly is on the tag, but he buffs powerful opponent, which admittedly is like 60% of the movie's tag. You're not running this Gohan on movies anymore. You're not running God Vegeta on movies. Like, the team doesn't really have much in the ways of yellow options. Yellow Broly was once like one of the best EXs in the game, but not so much anymore. I suppose you could run this EX Broly. Like, he's not awful, but like, you're not going to. Like, yellow is definitely the weakest color, seeing as how the only viable option is Gogeta Blue. So I think yellow is probably the best color for him. And on top of that, for Sun Family, the only truly viable yellow unit on that team is the Transforming Goten. So the fact that both Sun Family and Sagas in the movies only have one viable yellow, and Super Saiyans don't have any actual buffing yellows that are usable, not using Super Vegeta, I feel like yellow is the route that they might go. And honestly, I don't care. If Goten and Gohan hadn't come out, I'd probably be a bit more excited to see a Goku like this coming out, but I just simply don't care anymore. Like, they can release whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't care anymore. They could release LF Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist LF, and I'd be like, whatever. I just wouldn't care. They could fucking release LF Cooler, be like, whatever. I just can't bring myself to care about the game anymore. Like, I feel like Gohan and Goten was such a huge stab in the back and in the dick that I just can't. I don't care anymore. I just don't. Let me know if you guys do. Let me know if you guys think it's going to be this Goku or not in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that join button if you can. It really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want are in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.